Hey squad, welcome back to an episode of Is It Worth It? So today's episode we got this cool amazement right here, and basically what this is a space heater. And basically for this space heater right here, if you can see it's definitely pretty big. So it's definitely perfect for like big rooms or large rooms. And definitely the cool thing about this part right here is the fact that it does have the oscillating option as well. So you definitely have a pretty good coverage moving left and right. And they also mentioned for the product here, it does have the fast heating option as well. And supposedly for the product, it's supposed to have like the timer option as well. And definitely for the product, it has like all the protection as well, such as the overheat protection and the tip over protection, and the list goes on. But first thing first, I'm actually open the product to show you guys what it actually looks like inside first. Alright, so when you guys first open up, this actually looks like inside. So definitely see there's a few accessories in here, but let's take it out first. So basically right here, you may see they provide guys the remote control and the user manual, but let's take it out. Alright, so right here we have the user manual to teach you guys how to use it. And then right here we have the remote, so let's take it out. Alright, so once you guys take out the remote, this actually looks like here. So you see there's definitely a bunch of options on here to turn on the oscillating option, the different modes, and the timer option as well. And basically if it's your first time using the product, you definitely want to pull this part out first before you guys can use it. So those are basically the accessories that they provide for you guys. The next and the last thing that's inside is actual space heater. So I'm actually take it out. Alright, so once we take it out, you can definitely see the product is all nicely wrapped up. But let's take out the wrapper first. Alright, so once you take out the wrapper, this actually looks right here. So if you see right here, they provide guys the cable you guys want to plug in to actually activate the product. But once you guys take out the heater, this actually looks right here. So definitely like I mentioned earlier, the heater does have the oscillating option on here. So let's move it left and right. You can definitely do that on here. And definitely for this part right here, you guys can move it as well, which is definitely pretty cool. So that way you guys can get a good coverage left and right, and also up and down as well. If you can see the back part right here, they do have a switch for you guys to press to actually activate the product. So you definitely turn that on before you can use it. And we see in the bottom of the product right here, they do have like the tip over protection. So once you guys put it on the ground, this part should go down. If you guys lift up the product or if it tips over, that will pop that up and that will turn off the product automatically. If you see in the back part right here, they do give you guys the option to actually take this part out. So if you guys need to replace this part right here, you can definitely do that on here. And then definitely for the front part right here is where the heat or the fan will come out. And top part right here, we do have an indicator light to show you guys when it's on or off. If you guys look carefully on top part here, there's a bunch of buttons and also indicator light as well. So also for the product here, they do mention how it has a fast heating option. So definitely once you guys turn on the product, you should start feeling the heat instantly. But that is basically everything that's on the product here. Let me actually go plug this in and actually test it out to show you guys how it works and when it actually works. And then we'll come back and talk more about the product in a second. Alright, so we got the product all plugged in. Let's test it out. So I'm going to use the remote that they provide for us right here. Alright, so until we actually turn on the product, it actually looks really cool. It's definitely really cool how she give you guys the option on here where it actually turns left and right and up and down. So that way you can definitely get a pretty good coverage on here. And definitely once we actually activate the product, it actually heats up really fast. I can actually feel the heat on here like immediately. If you guys want to turn off the oscillating option on here, you basically want to press on this button right here. You can see how it stops moving left and right, but it still moves up and down. If you guys press on this button right here, that will stop it from moving up and down. But if you guys press the same button again, it turns back on. If you guys press on this button right here, it basically changes the different speed level on here. So I believe this is low. Here's the fan option or the cooling option. If you guys press again, it turns back on the heating option. So it's definitely a high heat option, a low heat option, and also the fan option on here, which is definitely pretty cool. So that way you can use the product as a heater or a fan. And definitely if you guys want to turn on the timer option, you can definitely press on the button on the bottom and definitely control all this on the actual product right here. Let me show you guys how to do it. So basically if you guys want to turn it on and off, you guys want to press this button right here. If you guys want to turn on the time option, you guys want to press it one time. If you guys want to change different mode on here, you guys want to press this button one time. If you guys want to change the oscillating option, you guys want to press and hold the button for 2 seconds. And if you guys want to turn on the option where the product moves up and down, you basically want to press and hold that button for 2 seconds. So let's test it all out. So I'm going to turn it on first. So here's mode number 1, mode number 2, and mode number 3. So you see right now this part right here is not moving, but if I press and hold it, it starts moving again. If you see the oscillating option on here, it actually moves as well. But if you guys press on that button right there, that basically stops it from moving. And then this part right here is still moving. If you guys press on time option, 2 hours, 4 hours, and 8 hours. So that is basically how you guys use the product on here. If you can see, it definitely works really well. I definitely love the fact that how I actually give you guys the oscillating option, the up and down motion option, and also the fact that how you guys can use it as a fan or a heater option as well, which is definitely pretty awesome. So that way you guys have something to use for both the hot season and cold season as well. But definitely when you guys turn on the heater option or the fan option, it definitely heats up like immediately and also cools down immediately as well. And definitely for the product, it does have the tip over protection. So if you guys tip over, let me show you what happened. So we just tilt it over just like this. It turns off. And it won't turn back on until you guys press the button to actually turn it back on. But you see, everything about this product definitely works really, really well. Definitely give you guys a fast result in terms of the heating option, the cooling option, the oscillating option, and the up and down motion as well, which is definitely pretty awesome. And welcome back, guys. So next quick test, the product definitely actually does work and actually works quite well. If you can see, the whole setup process didn't take that long. All you need to do is plug in the cable, turn on the product, change different modes on here to what if you guys want to use, and it's all set. But definitely eventually we actually test out the product, it definitely works really, really well. It definitely has the fast heating option on here, the different mode options, the timer option, and also the tip over protection as well. So that way you guys know when you guys use the product, it definitely is safe to use with all the protection that's built in. And definitely love the overall design of the product as well. It definitely looks very clean with the white color design. And definitely having the oscillating option on here is actually really cool. So that way if you guys want to move it left and right or up and down, you can definitely do all of that on here. So that way you get really good coverage throughout your whole entire room, especially if you guys do have like a large room. So that is basically everything that's on the product here. Now to keep unboxing and test the product, now to answer the question of whether or not it's actually worth or not. So for this product here, I would definitely have to say that it is pretty worth it if you guys want one or need one of these. Especially if you guys are trying to look for a high quality space heater to actually give you guys a good coverage throughout your whole entire room. Especially if you guys have like a large room, then this is definitely super worth it. But then obviously for those of you guys who don't want or don't need one or have one of these, then obviously don't buy one and save the money for something else you actually do need. So that's basically everything for this video itself. If you guys like this video, make sure to smash that like button in the bottom. That will definitely help this video out, and it will definitely help with the algorithm as well to promote more videos for you guys so you guys can see more of the videos or similar videos as well. But as always, make sure to stay positive, be you, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Is It Worth It? Peace.